So that's my dinner today with a little coffee. And that's James's dinner with his milkshake and
no coffee.
No coffee. But yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit tired. And
you feeling a little tired?
Yeah, I want to show you. Look at this. I don't know if you remember this shirt.
I remember it.
Yeah. It's I have a little bit of ruffles here, but it's size extra small, and I'm back my normal size, and I'm very happy about it.
Light on her feet. We did a nice walk today and stuff like that.
This jacket's size small, and it's good too.
Yeah.
A little bit too big, but it looks great. So today
she thought about that. That's a nice combo. I don't like the color combo as much as some, but you thought about it.
Yep.
Green and purple, it kind of means irresponsible charm, but we'll just go with the charm. She's been very responsible today.
So today the thing is chia pudding, of course. That's the difference with the meal today. Because I already showed you the vegan keto breakfast special sushi and this 5 mushroom coffee blend, which is quite yum, actually. James thought he didn't find it. It's not sweet, really. So.
Did I drink some of it?
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
Well, you didn't drink it. You ate it with your... Remember I made that dessert for you and you were like, is this supposed to be sweet? You didn't like it. Yeah. So, anyway.
I tell the truth about what I mean.
Yeah. So he's having milkshake, and all it is skim milk and lots of strawberries. Mm-hmm. So the strawberries are the only thing sweetening that.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. I mean, I could measure it out, the net carbs, and this big milkshake here would have fewer net carbs than this, I think. Even though it has skim milk, which has quite a few net carbs, so I can't have it right now. But because my chia pudding is made as usual with coconut milk, so that's how I just put chia and coconut milk in there. And
I'm just going to mention these tacos. Now you've been making this rice with for filling for tacos,
that's so good.
And you put some nice spices in the rice, right? So the rice no longer becomes...
You like that stuff.
That's awesome. So it no longer is just a filling. It's an attraction in and of itself.
It's the first one you went for.
Yeah. Well, I really want to eat them. I want to eat them, but I also want to eat these.
Pomegranate arils?
They're supposed to be very, very healthy.
I piled on a lot because I wanted you to eat a lot. So I was hoping that to get to the rice you would get through the...
I like this rice. This is a very good taco. So,
yeah, I feel good, dressing up every day for this dinner. It makes me feel...
It's like a celebration, right?
Yeah.
A fiesta.
It does make me feel that way. It makes me feel like I'm celebrating.
Mm-hmm. And eating healthily.
Yes.
And exercising. Then a nice walk. Sometimes we get too much fresh air blowing by our faces when there's a wind blowing, but today was awesome. But,
yummy.
And sunshine's important too. You had a lot of sunshine today.
So, today I'm going to be going over, because we didn't bring out a movie to review, and I know this is diet in a movie, but today we're going to be going over all of the wonderful things that I have been eating on this diet and what they do, how they're healthy, and why it's important especially when you're restricting how many calories you're eating and what kind of foods you're eating, fat, carbs, whatever. It's really best to try to get the most out of every single thing that you're eating. So make your diet nutrient dense. And chia seeds, we'll probably talk about these in the list. They're a complete protein, so that's handy. Because there are proteins in here that I mentioned that aren't complete proteins, like the brown rice protein flour, protein powder. It's not a complete protein. But there's a lot of almond in the mix with others, with seeds and stuff. And there's tofu. So that breakfast special has everything that it is. As a whole, it's a complete protein. So, because some things have more of one amino acid and less or none of another. And if you eat many different types of proteins, then you can get balance.
Complementarity, right?
Exactly.
Full
without
panoply of proteins.
So, because it can be scary at first, especially when you're restricting your diet. If you're eating only brown rice protein flour, well, that's not going to be very good for very long, right? So, anyway, I'm going to go over all the foods now. Fennel seeds support digestion by relaxing muscles, reducing gas, bloating, and constipation, promote heart health, aid in weight management. Brown rice protein flour lacks threonine and is low in lysine, but nuts are high in lysine. Brown rice protein is rich in branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, which are beneficial for muscle recovery. Fenugreek promotes heart health, manages diabetes, boosts milk production in breastfeeding mothers, has high levels of antioxidants, polyphenols, flavonoids, and trigonelline, I don't know what that is, which reduces cholesterol, lowers blood sugar, combats inflammation, and supports weight management. Sage supports cognitive function, improves memory and boosts mood, alleviates bloating, improves cholesterol levels, is an anti-inflammatory, or has anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Thyme, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, aids in respiratory health, digestion, immune function, manages blood pressure, lowers inflammation, or decreases inflammation, and enhances mood. Shiitake mushrooms increase immunity, heart health, B vitamin, D, copper, selenium, and beta-glucans, aritidenine, lowers cholesterol and reduces inflammation. Caraway seeds are highly nutritious, iron, calcium, and antioxidants such as limonene, which aids in reducing chronic inflammation. It's primarily used for digestive health, alleviates bloating, gas, constipation by stimulating digestive juices. They also support weight management, improve heart health, and may regulate blood sugar. Cumin promotes digestion, enhances weight loss, and manages blood sugar and cholesterol levels. Rich in iron, lowers inflammation, fights bacterial and fungal infections, and potentially reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Coriander and cilantro, rich in antioxidants, vitamin A, C, K, and minerals. Lowers blood sugar and LDL cholesterol. Lowers sodium, so it improves heart health. Improves skin and eye health. Anti-inflammatory, great for managing diabetes and hypertension, and it's antimicrobial. Pumpkin seeds contain 9 essential amino acids, but are low in lysine and methionine. Some say low in tryptophan or threonine. Hemp seeds are a complete protein, but are relatively low in lysine and tryptophan, similar profile to soy or egg whites. Almonds are lacking in methionine and cysteine and lysine. Walnuts, the same in the methionine and cysteine, and also with flax. And those methionine and cysteine or something are sulfur-containing amino acids. And yeah, I already said chia seeds are a complete protein. So, cacao. Rich in iron, potassium, magnesium, flavonols, polyphenols, improve heart health, lowers blood pressure and better flow, increases brain function and mood, serotonin, and blood sugar management. Chaga, powerful antioxidant effects, immune system support by modulating cytokines, lowers inflammation, potential anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, and cholesterol lowering, has cholesterol lowering properties. Cordyceps boosts energy, improves athletic performance, strengthens immunity, fights inflammation, antioxidant, anti-aging, kidney protection, blood sugar regulation, anti-cancer, and anti-diabetic properties. Lion's mane improves cognitive function, enhances memory, reduces anxiety or depression symptoms. Rich in bioactive compounds like hericinones and arenosines, promotes nerve growth factor production, and supports neuroprotection and gut health.
Now that lion's mane, were you putting it in anything that I was eating?
Well, no, I gave you a bottle on your table to just eat as
a
you...
supplement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to, but
should be trying
I'm not
it.
going to make you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Reishi adaptogens may help the body manage stress, support immune system, lower inflammation, lower blood pressure, improve sleep, may benefit heart, cholesterol, blood pressure, gut health, probiotic, brain function, and prostate. One red bell pepper contains 169% of required daily value of vitamin C, antioxidant. Vitamin A, B6, lycopene, lowers inflammation. EVOO, that's extra virgin olive oil, monounsaturated fat and polyphenols, improves cardiovascular health, lowers inflammation, supports brain function. Turkey tail boosts immune system, supports gut health, fights inflammation, activates immune cells, and acts as prebiotics. Enhances cancer treatment, improves gut bacteria, provides antioxidants. Walnuts, high in omega-3 and antioxidants, lowers cholesterol, improves brain function, lowers inflammation, improves digestive health, potentially lowers certain cancers. Sunflower seeds support heart health, lowers inflammation, boosts immunity, vitamin E, magnesium, protein, lowers cholesterol, manages blood sugar, strengthens bones, contains selenium, fights oxidative stress. Spirulina and chlorella. I didn't have the chlorella, but I had the spirulina, and the chlorella actually has high B12, whereas the spirulina doesn't. But the spirulina that I have, they've put B12 in it, so it has high. So it actually has more of the properties of best of both worlds, I guess. Anyway, these are nutrient-dense algae, antioxidant protection, improved heart health, lowers cholesterol and blood pressure, improves blood sugar control, supports detoxification. Spirulina is rich in iron, protein, chlorella is high in B12 and chlorophyll. Both boost immunity and potentially enhance exercise performances and fight inflammation. Brussels sprouts, vitamin C, K, antioxidants such as sulforaphane, which supports immune function, bone health, and prevents cancer. They promote heart health by lowering cholesterol, decreasing inflammation, and aid in digestion. Red cabbage, anthocyanin, antioxidants, vitamin C, Ka, supports heart health, lowers inflammation, improves digestion, strengthens bones, lowers risk of certain cancers. Chia seeds support heart health, improves digestion, aids in weight management. Omega-3, antioxidants, and magnesium. Flax seeds, omega-3, lignans, promote heart health, aid in digestion, and may decrease cancer risk. Flax seeds contain 800 times more lignans than other plant foods, which may protect against breast, prostate, and uterine cancers. Seaweed, rich in iodine, tyrosine, and antioxidants, supports thyroid function, heart health, blood sugar regulation. Prebiotic for gut health, contains anti-inflammatory compounds, aids in weight management. Oregano, antioxidants such as carboxyl and thymol, vitamin K, antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, boosts immunity, fights, I don't know what that is.
What is it?
Infection, and lowers inflammation, aids digestion, supports respiratory health, cancer suppressor. Cauliflower, vitamin C, K, supports heart health, digestion, and weight management, contains antioxidants such as sulforaphane, which may reduce inflammation, lower cancer risk, and boost brain health. It's high in glucosinolates and isothiocyanates, which may slow cancer growth. Garlic, allicin and sulfur compounds, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, promotes heart health, lowers cholesterol and blood pressure, increases immune function, aids digestion. Red onions, anthocyanin, quercetin, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-cancer, lowers risk of disease by lowering cholesterol and blood pressure, supports gut health, boosts immunity, increases bone density, regulates blood sugar, contains flavonoids that can inhibit tumor growth, particularly in stomach and colorectum. Ancho chili powder, capsicum, vitamin A, C, antioxidant, supports immune function, lowers inflammation, and aids metabolism. Avocados, monounsaturated fat, potassium, vitamin K, E, C, B vitamin, lowers LDL cholesterol, increases HDL cholesterol, supports digestive health, aids in weight management by promoting satiety? How do you say that? And improves nutrient absorption. Contains zeaxanthin and lutein, antioxidants essential for maintaining eye health and reducing the risk of macular degeneration. Ginger, packed with gingerol.
Can we just stop there?
Yeah.
Avocado. Magic bullet. Satiety, it's got fat in it, right?
Yeah.
So if you like fats, and lots of people love fats, almost everyone does, but you're getting all those goodies. Why would you be putting animal fat in your system?
Mm-hmm.
When you get all those goodies, you fill up on it and stuff like that. So they do say, or you wrote down there, it's good for dieting or weight loss or stuff like that, or good for maintaining your weight. This is like it's almost like a drug. It works like
that's it.
It
all
satiates
of these healthy
you
foods that I've been eating for the most part. I've offered James some too, and he eats some as he likes. But these things, they're medicine. And really,
the
everything
amazing
that
thing
you eat
is, folks, she's been on a diet for 2 months now? Is it?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Not one cranky day. How often does that happen with a diet?
Yeah.
It's because she's dieting intelligently. Because she's been losing the weight, she every so often she says, like, I gained a pound. I say, that's just noise. So noise is a statistical term where you get these little sawtooth things on a general pattern, and it's been like this. So she's just she hasn't been down about that or anything like that. Just she'll say, I'm up a pound or half a pound.
But I only have one more to say.
Huh?
So ginger.
Okay, there we go. Well, I wanted to say that about avocados because they're really tasty. I love that you can put them in all sorts of things, like a replacement for cheese or whatever. It's just magical, really.
Packed with gingerol, powerful anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, has antimicrobial properties, lowers nausea, improves digestion, reduces muscle, joint pain, lowers blood sugar, enhances immunity, lowers cold and flu symptoms, lowers LDL cholesterol, boosts metabolism, and protects against age-related cognitive decline. So, awesome foods.
Well,
and we still have 9 minutes.
9 minutes. So, like Pauline, really, when she's been dieting before, not really many cranky days. I had, like my dad would crash diet. He's very efficient at it, but cranky days, really cranky. Not all the time, but very cranky. So I've seen it, it's not a good idea to do crash diets. Best to be as intelligent as possible, get as much stuff as you need to function, so you're not getting cranky. You gotta get healthy foods in you, and just try to cut out the unhealthy food. Like that was the most important thing that Pauline did. She's mentioned before a few potato chip things, per week or something like that. Not one per day, maybe one every other day. Just little bags. It adds up. You're not getting any food value out of those sort of things, and you're getting empty calories. And eventually, I guess the way to look at it is you're ultimately just putting those potato chips around your waist and other places too. It's not one cranky day. It's very impressive. I'm impressed. And here, she hasn't been punishing herself, and now she's getting a reward for being intelligent. A lot of people look for that reward at the end of it, punishing themselves. It's not a good idea.
So basically, I'm at the end of my diet, but I guess I'll keep you posted for a little while, show you what's going on. Keep giving you some more great recipes that I make and whatever to try out for your loved ones.
She'll be on a different diet. If you look at diet, it's a Greek word. It just means way of life. I'm not kidding you. It means way of life. And so there's the short-term diet, which she's been on now. But now it's a long-term diet, a maintenance kind of diet. And it's not a question of losing on that maintenance. It's a question of maintaining. And it's not really about weight. It's about not carrying around excess fat. That's what really diet should be about, the long-term diet. It's just not putting on excess fat. People shouldn't think about weight. There's a lot of people that can afford to put on weight, lose fat, but actually put on weight in terms of muscle, because muscle burns energy when you're in a rest state. You've got kind of like a baseline metabolic rate, and a lot of that is based on how much muscle you're carrying around. Because even when you're in a rest state, your muscles are, burning calories and stuff like that. Plus, having muscle, I'm not talking about anabolic steroid type of muscles or anything like that, but muscle to get you around function. And it's more like, just when you get to be my age, it's just about walking. But we do, by times, some challenging walks. Hopefully we'll be able to do 20 plus kilometer walks this year. We did one 24, 25 kilometers last year with altitude. It's not like just going at a level, and of course with like having to stumble over rocks or whatever. Don't want to overstate the case, but you need muscle to get around. And I slipped today on the last stair, going downstairs.
And how were you?
Plenty fine. You didn't see me limping or anything like that. Why? Because I've been active, but not too active. We don't hammer it every day. We haven't been hammering it really.
I have.
Every day, but when you get a little bit older, you got to have some rest, stuff like that. Heavy physical activity, like if I were playing soccer, if I could, I can. I wouldn't play it much more than twice a week. At my age, I'm 71, almost 72. You got to give your body time to regenerate, and it's not just muscles, but it's bones and so on and so forth from heavy physical activity.
I'll say that I did find it easier when I was not keto. Yeah. When I was doing the oatmeal.
You lost a lot of weight right at the beginning before you went keto.
And I wasn't exercising nearly as much. No. And I enjoyed my my meal more. But I will say that I actually think that a ketogenic diet can teach people how to eat really healthy, because you have to budget yourself and you have to really keep track of every net carb, everything that you're eating, right? So that forces you to go, okay, well, I got to get the most out of my diet. Or at least it should. And sadly, it doesn't seem to work that way for a lot of people. They don't seem to go nutrient dense when they're doing keto, and I don't know why. You know, even I was saying to James the other day, like, I kept track of all, and I've just read you all of the wonderful foods that I've eaten over just the past couple weeks, you know, and it's even so, I don't think, if I did the math, if I wrote everything down into Excel sheets and looked at all of the nutrients like I was after James, like when I was trying to look at what I was feeding him to fight his cancer, I don't think that on this diet, eating as I have been eating, I wonder if I actually have a balanced diet. Even though I've been trying really hard to have a balanced diet too.
It's hard when you're doing this keto thing.
Yeah.
Not recommended. What she was doing, like eating oatmeal and stuff like that, was friendlier to her and
I want every last chia seed on there.
Well, there you go.
It's so good.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Like, if you actually control what you're eating, you really appreciate. Really appreciate what you allow yourself.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to mention my mother. Around 70 or whenever, even earlier, she developed diabetes. She was weighing our food. She took it seriously. She had a congenital heart condition, and she still lived to be just a few, we'll say, weeks short of the expected life expectancy for her average life expectancy for someone her age, for someone born in 1922 or whatever. So she got serious. She was running, not to obesity, but overweight. My dad was running overweight when he was middle-aged. He got serious about it. He didn't have to get to the point where he was weighing stuff, but he was living in a place for seniors, and they had meals provided. Of course, he was paying for them, but he was like in a restaurant. But I've mentioned before, I'm going to mention it again. When we'd visit him, he'd buy us food. We'd go to this restaurant-type place within the complex, and he'd say, "I don't ever eat red meat, ever." And he was talking as though he didn't miss it. He said, I'll have fish regularly. Sometimes I'll allow myself some chicken. So he was allowing himself some chicken every so occasion. No dessert. No dessert. And what's the treat? It comes at the end. His end went on and on and on. He lived to be 99 and a half years old. Okay? That's the treat. You can have yourself a treat at the end of a meal, dessert. You're not going to have that extended life.
So
think about it.
I didn't mention all of the wonderful foods that I've been eating. I just realized now I didn't mention lemons, and I didn't mention coconut, which
coconut is a fat. It's got good stuff in it, right?
Well, it's a medium chain fatty acids, and it's supposed to be healthy. I don't know, for a saturated fat, right?
Yeah.
And
you wouldn't want to eat too much of it, but it's got to be better than a lot of stuff. You